Hey, hey, Blue Table fans, time for your next installment of How to Play Warhammer 40k 6th Edition. Sitting here with the 6th Edition rulebook. In the grim darkness of the far future, there is only war. Yeah, kind of depressing, but people seem to like it. So, Allies is probably the thing that is most changing the game in 6th edition. Not so much. At first I thought that would be like this earth-shattering thing. Quite frankly, I think it'll be more of a condiment than an entree. But we shall see. I'm hardly an expert, but at the very least I can tell you what it is. So there's 16 armies in Warhammer 40k, and this is a chart saying how they can ally with each other. So as you can see, there's a blank line down the middle here, and that means, of course, you don't ally with yourself. So what happens is, if you have a force organization chart, you can now take allies. And let me see if I can just find the chart for that. Nope, I can't. So basically, your allies, you have a headquarters, troops. You can have 2 troops, a elite, heavy support, and fast attack. So one each of all the things except troops, which is 2. The mandatory is an HQ and a troops. So you have to take that. Now, if you're playing a game that is 2,000 points or higher, then you've got, you have 2 allies charts. So you could conceivably have 2 HQs, 2 troops as necessary. And with each allies chart, you can take 6 different units. So you could have quite a few allies in your army. Now, so there's different levels. It's Battle Brothers, Allies of Convenience, Desperate Allies, and Come the Apocalypse. Battle Brothers means you can work together without restriction. Allies of Convenience gives you a few restrictions. Notably, the warlord traits of your warlord don't affect them. They cannot be joined by independent characters from your main. Cannot be joined by allied independent characters, rather, and are not counted as friendly units for the targeting of psychic powers. So basically, allies of convenience really, and if you really does not limit you that much. So these 2 are kind of in the class by themselves, and then the other ones are in a separate class. Desperate allies, basically the desperate ally emanates this squabble bubble of 6-inch radius, where if you roll a 1, a unit can't do anything. And that is really, I don't think you're going to find those in competitive lists. That is just too much risk. And then, of course, Come the Apocalypse, but not before, which is the red ones. Those mean you can't ally at all. And as you may notice, if you look at the chart, you'll see Tyranids have no allies, and they're on the edge, thankfully. And you'll notice this chart is a mirror of itself. So really, if you have this, you have all the information you need to figure out who can ally with who. And but I wanted to go a little deeper with this, and I actually did a count, and it was for Battle Brothers, out of the 120 pieces of information here of ally possibilities, there's 19 for Battle Brothers. So not that many. There's a whopping 35 for Allies of Convenience. So if you add those together, that is, I think it is 45, 55. Yeah, it's 54 of the 120 possibilities are, hold on, did I miscount that? Hold on, let me just add this up. 10, 20, 30, carry the 3. I'm right. It was 120. So almost half of them categorize in the easiest allies, and then the other half are in the not so much category. Just wanted to point out a few things. For the most part, the 5 Space Marine armies can ally with each other and with Imperial Guard. Notable differences: Dark Angels and Space Wolves are not Battle Brothers. Xenos, for the most part, can ally with each other, at least as allies of convenience. And also, Chaos Demons and Chaos Space Marines are getting along quite well. What struck me most is, if you look at the Grey Knights column, they are allies of convenience with 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 10 out of the 15 possibilities. So quite a bit of allies of convenience, and only Chaos Space Marines and Chaos Demons are off the chart. You'll also notice that Dark Eldar is mostly desperate allies. The notable one is Eldar and Dark Eldar are battle brothers, which is pretty significant. And for me, it's all about the modeling possibilities. You know, I can bring Tau models into my Eldar army. In fact, I think they are battle brothers. Yeah, Eldar only have 2 battle brothers, which is oddly Dark Eldar and Tau. So how could I model Tau figures to be in an Eldar army? Of course, that may be a moot point. Oh, and by the way, it's spelled like this. Moot. A moot point, not a mute point. So anyway, yeah, look at me correcting people's grammar and pronunciation. All right, well, that is allies, and I hope you've got some inspiration and education from this short little video. Thanks for tuning in.